We're not quite sure whether we're live or not, because that doesn't look like we've actually come off of live, but it's still saying that we are actually live. We've either got a huge, massive, actual backlog. Hello, people, say hello if you can see us in chat. See, mine's, I don't know if you lot can see us. Damn, YouTube! He's saying that we're running absolutely perfect, but on here, on my actual screen, it's not actually coming up.
Yeah. Unless we've gone live elsewhere.
We can't have done it. We was there.
We're currently streaming onto Twitch. Hello, Twitch!
Hello, Twitch. Do you know, we might not even be live.
Nothing.
What do we do?
Well, videos streaming are out on YouTube now, so
Right, so
come up.
we're literally.
Yeah,
I'm still. We can't be like 5 minutes behind, surely.
Yeah, it's still saying starting soon on my screen.
Yeah, it's still saying same on mine.
You need to like
Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, intro's just started.
Yeah, intro's just started.
This is going to be great because they're going to be watching us in 5 minutes saying, hang on a second.
What,
Are we live?
has the actual intro started?
Yeah.
I don't know, but Stuart Harrison's just put shows over already. I don't know if he was joking or what.
You guys can see the intro starting now, which
I
was
can see the intro. It's got Vapemills on at the moment.
yeah.
Yeah, I figure we just.
I'm not even getting that. I'm literally not even getting that.
Do a refresh. Do a refresh.
Oh yeah. Right, we are. We must be about 75 minutes behind.
What have you got your latency settings to in YouTube Studio?
It's everything is exactly the same as it should be. As it normally is. They're going to now be watching us, going, "Are we live? Let us know if we are live."
How long do we have to wait if we ask someone to comment?
Oh mate, what's happening? I have not got no idea. So now they're actually watching us, going, "Is it live?"
Yeah.
How we can see you. So we don't even know if it's caught up or what. What
Well,
do we do?
are we just going to have to apologise that we're 5 minutes in the future and just get on with it?
Right,
Sorry,
so
guys,
right, people. What we're going to tell you is, if for some found reason we are massively in front of what you are, so you're now going, "Yeah, we can hear you," and everything. So it probably is going to sod a little bit of chat up. But let's get on with the show, people. There's not much we can do about it. The funny thing is, we're watching you going, "We're fine. You're all right."
We can see you. You're live. Yeah, we know. We've known that for 5 minutes.
That is
The
weird,
points
isn't it?
from Tel Aviv are United
So
Kingdom.
the latency, everything
Nil
is
point.
just set to the normal, what it normally is. So it's YouTube having a shit fit.
what time's Lottery Draw on? I'm going to find results and tell myself 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, should we do that? There's about. Oh, we're there. We've got some spinning now. Is yours lot spinning or?
No, mine's still
Mine's
playing
still going.
fine.
No, I'm still going.
Right, let's just get on with the show. Wald.
Oh, notification.
Right, we should be back. "12 minutes
Doing
into
wave.
we should be back."
Oh, yeah, and I think we're much closer to ourselves than we were a minute
Yeah,
ago.
we're about a minute behind now because my wave that I just did just come through. So we're about a minute behind.
2, 3, 4.
Hang
There we
on,
go.
I'll
7
tell you when-
seconds. Woo!
7 seconds. See, mine's not even doing that on there. Mine's not even doing that.
We're back.
We're back. Thanks a lot, Dean the Devil Vapor. I think we're going to be all right now. I don't know. We'll just have to rock and roll and see how it goes. And we have got a wonderful guest now. I'm so sorry, Matt. Matt is from Cloud9 from the Facebook group. If you've not gone over there to the group, please get over to Cloud9. They're an absolute fantastic bunch of people. There for the newbies and also the advanced people. Always there, happy to answer questions. Got a load of cloud checks and all the bits that you should do. I'm about 40 miles behind on here. Matt, how are you, buddy?
I'm all right. I feel like a kid that's got lost in the supermarket, and you guys are just looking after me until someone finds my parents at the moment. But yeah, I'm all right.
Well, to be honest with you, at the minute I feel like I'm lost in the fucking supermarket of YouTube.
Matt were thinking of starting a YouTube channel and now he's going, "That's far too much effort. I'm not getting involved."
Yeah, sod that. Right, we're in excellent condition, and we should be fine now.
Yeah, it looks much better.
Why does it do me? You know, I just couldn't deal with this crap. The kilobytes per second are just like going all over the place. I'm not quite sure. Liz says I've not had enough to drink today. It's probably a good job as well.
Oh, Aidan, mate, we're still lagging on my side.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it started lagging again.
Aidan, close all your internet browsers, apart from the one you desperately need. So close YouTube because you can keep chat open, and just try and use as little internet as possible. See if that'll help.
The thing about it is it's going kilobytes per second down at the bottom here, and that's all running perfectly. But then all of a sudden it's doing a massive jump up on kilobytes, but I've got it on exactly the same settings as we have it on every week.
Yeah. So there's something going on with internet or YouTube or something.
Yeah, it's just really weird. So if you look at your streaming, I'm on the output is 2,500 kilobytes per second, same as I use every week. Software's right.
Is it not worth pressing record in OBS because you can record and stream at the same time, and then uploading it after? So then, if this copy don't come out all right, at least they've got a show that people can enjoy after.
Will that not use any more?
It uses more computer power, but it depends if it's computer power or internet, doesn't it?
Is it still doing it now? Now I've turned other things off.
Move again now, so it just seems to be for some reason it's going up and down constantly. You know, it's weird.
Can I just say I haven't touched anything? It wasn't me.
It's all Matt's fault.
I don't know what to do.
I'm hoping we're all right now.
Yeah, just crack on. If all for best. There's not much more we can do, really, is there? Especially 10 minutes in.
I have pressed the record button, so we could upload the show if this records all okay. It's a good idea, that. I'm a bit stuck. What do we do now?
Let's ask Matt some questions.
Oh, no.
No, YouTube shout out first.
Oh, yes. Anyone who commented last week? Yeah,
so last week we did say anyone that, Aidan said, anyone that does watch this on repeat, because there is a fair lot of people that do, give a comment and we'll give you a shout out. So the shout outs are Devin Evans, Gav Evans, sorry dude, Gav Evans, Phil Jones, Pam Brayete,
all the way from Australia,
and Melanie Baxendale. Thanks for coming to join the stream after the stream, guys, on the replay, and also thanks to me and Little Bro because we commented too. Flat Cap didn't, for some reason.
It was my idea. So,
go live.
There we go. Hello, everyone.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm now in control.
Oh.
Hey.
I have.
And
Yeah,
we're on.
We're on.
Run.
Way.
Flat Cap, you need to close your chat in Zoom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, chatting Zoom, and we're on. We're back. 24. Do you know what's just come up now? Fucking advert.
It's watching Twitch stream.
Over a live stream.
Because you swapped over. Right, what I'm going to do is you lot get on with the show. I'm coming out of this and I'm restarting my computer.
Okay, mate.
See you in a second. Enjoy the show, people.
Right, are we back? Are we here? We all good?
Wow.
This happens. This doesn't happen very often that it's this bad, is it? Usually, I think it's Aidan's route. I think Aidan's route. So we're really sorry, everyone, that we've had problems. Let's talk about Matt. Matty, right? So tell us a bit about yourself. Obviously, is the Facebook group where you've kind of started, or what's your history with vaping and that kind of stuff?
Oh God, no! I've been vaping 10, 12 years, something like that. I started in just online blogs and reviews. Some of the smaller companies that are now bigger companies now, sort of like your high street chains and stuff. I was part of their forums and what have you, and I just used to get sent stuff out to, what do you think of this? Have a go on it. And it kind of grew from there, but I've never kind of the whole YouTube thing because it's not me. I mean, I'm not even comfortable doing this, but that's how it started. And then the group came about a lot later on. It's only been active for about 4 months as that group now.
When did you start the group? Sorry.
I didn't.
Oh.
So there's 2 admins in the group, as myself, but it was actually started by Vic Bannister. And him and his wife, the lovely Becky, decided to start their own vape group because some of them were quite elitist, and every time you commented, there were always somebody putting you down or telling you were stupid and everything else. And he wanted to create a group where we had this like open door, come and ask us anything type group. And I got chatting to Vic via another Facebook group, so he started asking me about mixing juices, and I gave him some advice and help. He invited me to the group, and then one thing led to another, and I went to a moderator, and then another couple of weeks after that, it was admin. So, you know, it's a lovely group. It's really friendly, and it's kind of got this whole all-inclusiveness about it, where everyone's nice to each other.
Is it a lot of work? Because I really like the idea of a Facebook group. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to start one. But every time I've thought about it, you look into it, and especially when you start with zero. I know you personally didn't start with zero, but it just seems so daunting, and it seems like a hell of a lot of work, especially as a moderator, getting rid of all the crap content. And like I say, your channel's group's supposed to be friendly, so getting rid of all the negative, horrible people, or negative, horrible comments, should I say, not people.
Yeah.
Is it a lot of hard work? Is it a lot of upkeep?
Do you know what? At the moment, the group is still quite small in respect to, I mean, I think we've got about 320, something like that, active members on the group. And they've built up over a period of time, so you kind of get to know who the people are. So at the moment, the influx of new people is at a steady enough pace that you can kind of monitor who's new, what they're posting, get involved. It's very obvious sometimes when people come in with an agenda. You know, we've got rules like everybody, and one of our rules in our group is, look, we've got the usual no links, but we also try and say no pictures, screenshots with the links in them. We also say no promotions. So one of my bugbears, one of the things I hate the most about this industry is the give me free shit brigade, who just can't just open Instagram accounts just to, you know, put the same old pictures up again and again and again and again and again, but just to get that promotion for that one juice. And they're obvious when they come in, because every single photo's the same, every hand check's the same. You know, there's 9 bottles of the same juice behind. So, you know, we have that rule in place, and the rules are there for people to read. If they don't want to read them and they don't want to abide by them, that's fine. They don't stay in the group. You know, at the moment, it's small enough to manage.
Is it absolutely zero promotion? Self-promotion?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, what we say is, look, you know, I think Leviathan came on to our group initially, but he did the right thing. He came to the admins and said, look, I've got this YouTube channel. Do you mind if I mention it? And I turned around to him and said, look, it's got to be one rule for everybody. So we can't have links or pictures of your YouTube page. But if you just want to say, I've started this group, and type in, I'm called Leviathan, go have a look for it on YouTube. That's fine, as long as it's not being banged on the same thing again and again and again.
Did he not even slip you a 10 or anything?
No.
What?
Cheeky bastard.
I mean, just slipped him a tenner and then slipped him another tenner not to say how.
Yeah, do you know what? Go on.
I was going to say, do you prefer it now with more Facebook groups than forums? Forums, for me, seem to be kind of fading out a little bit. Online websites with forums, and Facebook groups seem to be more... I miss
Facebook groups are very interactive. Do you know what I found? That the hardest bit with forums was navigating the way around them. There never seemed to be an easily navigatable page on a forum.
I agree.
So it was, you know, that was difficult.
I agree, and I also think they can be quite intimidating. And because you haven't got that one comment and then loads of people, I mean, I think it's the layout helps. If you're on a forum, it can be extremely intimidating. You don't know anyone. And it might be the pictures as well and stuff, and the fact that it is Facebook. But yeah, I completely agree with both of you. That the
just gonna cough. Hang on. Didn't want to definitely walk right. Yeah. No, it's the format of Facebook is really good for. It's really good. I like the fact that you can see people, you can see what they're posting, and as an admin or a moderator, you can go in and have a look and kind of see what people have posted in the past. So we were talking earlier before we came on about a particular company who were just hitting the group with the same stuff all the time. But it's dead easy to pick on that person, pick them out, and just go, oh yeah, they posted that same picture 5 times in the last 3 days. You know, if you don't want to get involved, you don't want to help and advise and stuff like that, then, you know, what's the point of you being here? There's plenty of other groups to do that.
Does Facebook not have any like spam bots or to help you with duplicate pictures?
No, but it does have bots. So the issue is that, I mean, as you know, there's no trading allowed or giveaways and things like that when it comes to Facebook, and you know, you can get strikes against your channel, which is, you know, it's difficult because you've got to police that and you've got to be on it all the time. We've got myself and Victor now are the 2 admins, but we've got 3 great guys who are moderators as well, and that's people who've been there from the start and they've kind of always contributed, always been really helpful. And even one of them is an American lad is Ian. So he's kind of our night shift. So when we're going to bed, he's watching the page over the night time as well.
Sorry, I don't mean to like hijack the show out. Do you do much promoting? Because I mean, for my Instagram's huge, but that's because I spend pretty much all day every day. I'm in it, and it's not. It's not the Vapemill thing. It's a completely YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. They're all completely separate entities, and it's because I spend that much time on Instagram. It's that big. As a group, do you actively promote? Do you try and get people from everywhere, or do you just let it grow naturally?
Me personally, I kind of let it grow naturally. Victor, who started the group, is very good at fishing for people. And what he'll do is, if there's another group who are quite an attractive group to us because they're all very helpful, they're nice to each other and everything else, he will speak directly to their admins and say, do you mind if I put a link in to say, look, we're not competing, but there's a different type of group out there. Would you mind if we post something? And I'd say about half of the time, usually the admin on these other groups are really open to that because you can kind of share people and everybody's got a vested interest and a common interest. There are some groups who simply say no. But yeah, I think with Facebook as well, it kind of grows naturally anyway, because if you're part of one group, quite often you'll get a recommendation for our group popping in at the bottom.
I don't know about you, lot. One of my horrible bugbears is when people just invite you to groups. Because obviously being a reviewer, I just get nearly every day I must be invited to another group, which I don't find that happens in your group. I obviously became friends with you and you added me to that group because I wanted to go to that group. I know it's a bugbear of a lot of reviewers out there. If you want to be a part of that group, you'll be a part of that group, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Yeah. And there's no point just, chasing people all the time. I mean, myself and Aidan Littlebro started chatting. That was to do with the fundraiser, wasn't it?
Yeah, the giveaway, yeah. Well, you would tell. You can't say giveaway, can you?
No.
Well, you can on it, but you couldn't on yours.
No. We did a fundraiser for Stuart Liggins, and I reached out to quite a lot of the reviews and said, "Would you just mind sharing it?" And then we ended up chatting and what have you. It went from there. But yeah, I just like the fact that it's at the moment quite a small, nice. It's almost like a family type group. We've got certain characters that keep. It's like a soap opera on there sometimes. And we also promote the fact as well, which is I love Skint Vapor, who you were talking to recently, because part of our, the basis of the group is that you don't need to go out and spend every last penny that you've got, and even pennies that you haven't got on the latest vape gear. Sometimes you've just got to be happy with what you've got and make the most of it, and that's kind of what we try and promote as well.
Yeah, obviously it's there you're there to get off the stinkers. It doesn't matter if you've got the up-to-date gear, as long as you're actually not smoking. That's I'll tell you what as well I love about your channel, or the group, should I say, not your channel, that you and Vic are doing, and that I like your updates, your Fridays when you sit in the car.
Yeah, my daily update. Well, yeah, I do a couple of updates a couple of times a week, where basically it's just I've got 10 minutes to spare, so I stick the phone on the dashboard and let everyone do a quick video and let everyone in the new group know what's going on. 9 times out of 10, people take bets on how long it is before the phone falls off the dashboard. I need to get a holder for the phone, but yeah, quite a lot of.
You get a hold of your phone and I'll get some fucking internet. Now, I hope you don't mind me actually mentioning this. We were speaking last night quite at length about it, and I know about the group and stuff like that. But when you do them little lives, what is it just before you're doing? Obviously, you have a couple of minutes to it.
Yeah, I'm a carer. We tend to look after one person at a time, and it's sort of like one-on-one care in a person's home, and it's usually people who are sort of like end-of-life care. And so quite often I'll get there for an allotted time, but I always make sure I get there early. So I might have 10 or 15 minutes and I'll be going through and just sorting the paperwork out for that particular day and what have you. And yeah, just that 10 minutes to spare sometimes. And also sometimes it's just nice to do something different with your mind before you then go on and just do your job. So you just clear your head a little bit. It's a bit of almost like positive mental attitude before you go in and do something, which isn't always a nice thing to do.
That must have been pretty tough of late with COVID and everything. That must have been pretty testing, doing that kind of job.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, we only look after one person at a time in their own homes, but usually we're supported by the district nursing teams, GPs, and everybody else. And with COVID, the district nursing teams had to all kind of take a step back, because if you can imagine, they're going into vulnerable, often elderly people's houses, going from one to the other. So when there's people like me there or my wife there, we can kind of say to them, you don't need to come, we'll just have a telephone update once or twice a week. And if we need you for anything, to bring it in, it's just about keeping the person safe.
When you said me or my wife, did your wife do the same thing as well?
No,
So
sorry, did you mean me then?
No, I want about Matt.
Sorry.
Sorry, say that again.
You said me or my wife. Did your wife do the same type of thing?
Yes,
as well?
we work together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So my other half is she's a private cleaner and carer, just like me. I just tend to do the caring side of it because I've got a back problem, so I can't do a great deal of mobile and mobility stuff. So yeah, it's I do the caring side, and she does as well, and then she does her the whole cleaning side of things as well. Which is, again, that was hit hard by COVID because she couldn't go in and out of people's houses.
Yeah.
Top respect to you.
Yeah, it's one of them jobs you've got to be a special person to be able to do with it. Because obviously the grief, not only are you going to get close to that person, you're obviously then going to see that person pass away eventually, and it's obviously something you're going to have to deal with.
Mm. Yeah. Somebody put it really nicely not so long ago. I think it was actually a quote from Ricky Gervais in Afterlife, and it was about people who do that type of caring, and they said it's been at the opposite end to a midwife, really. The midwife sees somebody in, and we look after the leaving part.
Yeah. So you've got to be a special
Anyway,
person.
that brought the mood down.
Actually, Nightbot's been working, even though I can't control it, but it has been working, and the Facebook group has been put in there as well by Flatcap. Please go and click on it. It's such a lovely group, and it is really nice. Some really nice people in it, and like I said, they are helpful, very helpful, whether you're an up-to-date vapor or whether you're just starting. We will be doing the Own Boy giveaway as well, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how that's going to quite work. I'm just hoping winner might work. It might not. We might have to do it the Flat Cat way and just pick a number or something.
It might pop up in half an hour.
Do you know what? Before this stream went, I went, everything's working lovely, but I've just got this feeling something's not quite right. Did I or did I not say that?
You did,
You
yeah.
did say that.
How weird.
I feel weird, isn't it?
Just
So
imagine
what do we do now, boys?
Should we do some tech?
Yeah, go for the tech.
Should we do some tech? I can't play the bumper. I've got no bumper here. Flatcap's Tech Reviews. There you go.
Flat Cap's Tech Reviews!
And I don't want to do it the usual way of just sharing screen because I think that's going to mess up Zoom for me. So I'm literally going to drag and drop images on and then scale them up. So just to be warned, everyone, there are quite a few pods. So, right, let's start with this one.
Sorry, what's a pod?
You'll know in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to have to do it an odd way. Right, we'll never do a juice. I never talk about juice, but Rochford Projects.
Ooh,
The
yeah.
curious, most curious curdle. He put a picture up on Twitter and Facebook the other day. I really want to know people's thoughts on what they think it is, what they think it's going to taste like. The word curdle is really off-putting, but this is Rochford Project we're talking about. Matt, have you tried the range? You tried Rochford Project stuff?
Yeah. Is it the Lemon Lush that they did?
Yeah, Lemon Lush.
Project. Yeah, I really like Lemon Lush. The one that Vic Mullins liked, the Black Vine.
Black Vine.
I couldn't get on with it for some reason. It just felt a bit. For me, I'm more of a desserts and custard type vapor. I kind of mix my own liters of the stuff at a time, and yeah, it didn't do it for me. It killed my coils, but then again, I use really big complex coils.
It'd be interesting though. I mean, I have no doubt it's going to be good, but yeah, the name was just a bit interesting. Right,
Jay is like one of the most loveliest people you could ever meet as well. He's such a lovely bloke, and from when I first started reviewing and vaping, he's been around with me, and like the Lemon Lush, and I've got bottles of this here where it's black.
You do, don't you? That because it's a glass bottle as well, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all glass bottles because it was called Demon Vapor before. It was somebody tried to nick his name. I don't know if you see it. Yeah. Look how well steep that is.
Woo!
I don't know if I dare vape it, to be honest with you.
That'd be alright.
August 2018, it ran out.
Right, drag and drop number 2. Now, everyone, you're going to love the name of this one. And it says it just there. Let me bring this down a little bit. This is from AAA Vape. The Analax or the Analax. Can you guys see that now? Has it come up yet?
We can't see it.
You'll see it
We
very
can't.
shortly.
I'm having a look on. I'm actually having a look on the.
The
on the
Analax suburban
screen.
tank. Apparently best between 50 and 60 watts. Don't have any more information on it at the minute. I just love the name. The Analax. Analax.
It sounds like something you're going to go to the doctors for, isn't it?
It sounds like a cream.
I've got a really
just
problem
relax.
with the anal glands. Can I have some Analax?
I need some Analax. yeah.
It looks like it pops upwards. The top thing. Oh my no. Back to the tank, guys. This is a vape show.
Is it me, or does that just look like every smock tank that ever came out about a year ago?
Yeah, especially with the O-rings, the seals, yeah.
Yeah.
I reviewed a tank that you press the button and the top cap lifted up, and
Ooh.
I didn't like it. And if that does, I like them when they swivel out, but when they lift up, it's just a call to a break in my eyes.
The OBS demo had one where it just kind of goes, just like slides up. I quite liked it. It was quite good. But yeah, just AAA Vape is one I never really featured, so I thought I'd do that. A couple of coming soons to look at. The Artery. Oh no, don't click that. I need to drag and drop.
Pornhub.
The Artery Nugget Plus. It's a 70-watt device, 2,000 milliamp hour pod kit.
Yeah, it's on its way.
Is it on its way? I was going to say, I remember you saying you might have it. Apparently it's going to be really light, 90 grams. So I will.
It actually reminds me of another one that's been sent in to me, which is the from the SMO SPO or SMOPO, and it's called. It's actually upstairs charging the Yo Fun or U Fun. It's got the same sort of look of it.
Ooh, you fun.
You Fun.
Right.
Analax and U Fun.
Carrying on with I spoke last week about the Aspire Nautilus Prime. Little pod, another pod system, 2,000 milliamp hour. I didn't have all the details on this. Up to 60 watts, and it comes with a 0.7 mesh and a 1.2 ohm BVC coils. It's obviously compatible with all the BVC Aspire coils. I still like the look of it, and it's got adjustable airflow. I like that. And do you know what? As much as we hate pods, I quite like a pod every now and then. So, yeah.
I absolutely love a pod.
Flat caps pod reviews. Something from Blitz. Enterprises. This is the Lung RTA. Sorry guys, you're obviously not seeing it for a minute. It's a 22mm RTA single coil, and it has a little glass in the chamber so you can see your build and stuff, which I think looks pretty cool. Just the name puts me off. Lung RTA.
It hasn't come up yet, but like I was saying I think last week, I'm not a massive fan of the glass interiors, purely because I love the idea of it. I love anything clear, like a computer with a clear motherboard, whatever. But on a dripper or an RTA, the reality is it just fogs up like as soon as you press the fire button, and then I think it looks crap after that.
But the whole thing with the glass is it's totally different to stainless steel, because once you've actually vaped on it, the VG creates an actual coating around the glass itself. So instead of you getting that condensation and then it coming back into it, it doesn't stick to the sides. You don't get that condensation. So the whole point of it being glass is that you get a more intense flavour. That's what they use it for with the Steam Crave.
Steam Crave glass. I enjoyed that. But again, it was. I completely agree with Vapemill. It looks lovely when you've just recoiled it. And then you take that first hit and it just fogs up and you go, oh, well, that was nice. So aesthetically, I don't think it's doing much, but you do get a cleaner flavour from it. That's true.
Right, next one, another pod, which won't load. No, that's not going to work. Okay, well, it was the eLeaf Pico Compact. It's a 40-watt USB Type-C device. That's not loading. Let's do an RTA. This is.
I say what, we're having so much. Everything's working so perfectly.
Just not working today, is it?
Is that what is wrong?
Can I just say how you guys are.
The UK Vape Show.
On,
it happened to Vic as well, didn't it? We were on the UK Vape Show and we just kaputted at the end.
Yep.
Scottish Vape Show came out in about 9 parts and all.
Oh dear.
There's something not right, is it?
This is the Kazoku Unlimit Direct Lung RTA, 24mm bottom airflow. It's going to have a 3.5 milliliter capacity as well. I think they've brought out the Kazoku Limit. Milliliters.
Capacity does well.
Capacity.
You went all French as well, were you?
Well, I've got the hat on.
Oh, yeah.
They brought out the Limit, which I think is more their mouth to lung RTA, and now they're bringing out a direct lung version as such. So I hadn't heard of Kazoku, to be honest.
I haven't either.
So they've sprung out of the ground. Their mouth to lung, the Limit RTA. There's Vic had one on his WhatsApp that had all some clever patterns on it. Looked really nice. So they are on my radar now.
Has the Devil Vapor got this already?
Well, usually every time I drop anything in the show, he goes, "I've got that. Oh, it's just come in." So yeah, he might have it. He might have it. Right, a couple more coming soons. This is one where I'm expecting Dean, if he's still here, to say, "Oh, I've got that." The Gemini Hybrid by Lost Vape. It's another pod system. Moving on. More information when I get it. Sorry, guys, you can't see that for a minute. Right, this one will be interesting. A mod from Watofo.
Ooh.
A mod from Watofo. This is the only image I've got at the minute. You'll see it in a second, guys. All you can pretty much see on it is it looks like it's been smashed, but there's a full colour screen. I'm quite looking forward to seeing
When
that.
we say Watofo, it's now Smock in it, really.
Smock, yeah. It looks, in the picture, it's kind of along the lines like the Aegis X with a full screen.
Ooh.
So, interesting to see a mod. I can't remember the last. The Dyadic, I think, was the last mod from Watofo.
I really do like them colours as well, them green.
Well, clearly I do.
Well, yeah, your colours are your logo and stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, a mod. I did a mod, guys. So that was that. Another pod for everyone to enjoy from Vaporesso. The Vaporesso Bar with 2 R's. It's a tiny little 350 milliamp hour pod kit. It does have a 1.2 ohm mesh coil, and I'd be really interested and actually so far pleased with the high resistance mesh coils. They perform pretty well so far. 13 watts.
Is it the GTXs?
I'm not sure with this one because it's not the 1.2 ohm regular GTX. So this might be it might be a non-replaceable coil, might be a pod. Don't have that information yet.
What, a little bit like how the O Small were?
Yeah, quite possibly. It's a USB Type-C, and what's interesting about this is it has 4 airflow options. You lift the pod up, you turn it 90 degrees and drop it in, and whatever way you put that is the airflow. So there's 4 airflow options. So clever little idea that.
Has Big D just reviewed this?
I don't know.
Because obviously Big D won that competition, didn't he? He gets them all sent early. The new products sent early.
Oh right. Well, maybe he has them.
I'm quite sure whether he's done that. I know he's done one in front.
Right, only 1 or 2 more, guys.
Do you think that looks a little bit dated? The actual shape of it and stuff.
It is a bit, isn't it? Yeah. It is a bit.
Oh, there's quite a few. I've reviewed 2. I mean, the Smock M-Fix is as basic as it gets for a pod system. It's back to the pod stick type thing. And then there were EQ, which is a partner of Aspire. They brought one out that's exact same as well. So it seems like they're going back that way, which is strange. Just stop making pods. It's that simple.
Another pod, everyone. The Artery PAL GX. 1000 milliamp hour. When you guys see this picture, you might have an idea on this. Aidan, you might be getting this in, buddy. It looks
but both of them come in.
It looks like this is like the Vaptio, where it's a pod kit, but it has a battery case with it. Because they're going on about having 1000 milliamp hour and it gives you 2 days battery life. So I think it's like the Vaptio jobby. So we'll have to see about that one.
It was actually brought out. That sort of actual style of it was brought out about 2 years back at Expo by, I can't remember. I've got it down here, but it leaked. Just leaked really bad.
Well, that's no good, is it? Especially if it's sitting in a battery case.
It did. It absolutely leaked really bad. It was called the Spod.
The Spod.
The Spod.
The Spod.
The Spod.
That's an amazing name.
And you can see how bad it leaked because it's all over it.
Oh yeah.
And it came into it like that, and it came out, and it was like that.
Is it a spoditry?
The Spod all over you.
Right, last, but I'm sorry guys, this week is terrible. some weeks are all pods, some weeks are much better. If anyone has seen any of the reviews coming out on the Smock RPM 160, it's actually getting quite fair reviews. Mine will be out this week as well. And there is an RDTA section for it, which for me is a bit interesting because it can take a dual coil build.
Okay.
It looks like quite a chunky thing. It's got 5.5 milliliter capacity, non-TPD, of course, for those that are concerned about that. But yeah, a dual coil RDTA, which I think is a good idea, and certainly for a dual battery thing like the RPM 160, it makes sense.
I'll tell you what I've just got in, which is the Kylin AIO, and that comes with that you can actually build it. It comes with a stock coil or 2 stock coils. It also comes with a mesh deck, and it also comes with a deck that you can build on. And that is really, really nice.
They do look really smart. They look really well made, but they're quite expensive. I think about 60 quid or something.
I would recommend this. I've tried all the builds in it. Really, really good. Review coming out of that next week.
You'd recommend it at 60 quid?
About 60, 70 quid, they are.
Yeah. They seem a lot of money, but they do look like, I've seen images, they do look quite good quality.
The thing about it is you get shitloads, literally shitloads. This is what you get in it. You get the device, you get the DIY pod, which is obviously the one that you actually put the coils in it. You've got the normal pod that you put the stock coils in it. You've then got the pod as well to put the, or the deck team put the actual mesh in it. You get all your mesh, you get 2 coils, and you also get some other coils to put in as well, some stainless steel ones, and some fused Claptons in there as well.
See, I think what's happened is kind of what I thought would happen. I was expecting pod mods to get bigger, and they have, and they're now starting to replicate your usual dual battery mod and tank. And they're starting, like the RPM 160 is similar. I mean, it's an awful looking thing personally, but performance-wise, it's cracking. Really, really good.
Well, that's what Vupu's just done. They brought out the Drag S and Drag X, and then they put that pod onto the 510 adapter and brought back the August GT.
Yeah.
And the August GT is pretty much a dual battery version of the Drag X. So, pretty much bang on what you've just said. It's a mod that's got a pod. It's literally a 510 mod, but it is, in that theory, a mod pod.
I can see the way that they're going with that. I mean, you know, the people who want the pods quite often are people who are quite new to it and stuff, but they also want the longevity of a decent battery in there, and a lot of the pods have not had that in the past. But again, for people who are a bit more seasoned vapers, it's like, well, where are you? Are you a pod, or why not just go to get yourself a mod and a tank?
Yeah. But you think there are people nowadays who are starting on pod mods, that's their starter kits, and then they're probably not comfortable with getting a whole mod and tank and all that, so a bigger pod makes sense.
That's something that happens a lot in our group, is that people come from pods or very basic stuff with stock coils in them. And then one of the big questions and things that we cover quite a lot is that transition between going from a stock coil to a rebuildable. And it's daunting. It's really surprising how daunting it is for a lot of people. And people learn differently. Some people can watch videos, some people have to read about it. But it's a big step.
Yeah.
I think, obviously, a lot of the people who do frown upon pods and stuff are the people who have already been converted.
Yeah, totally agree.
And I really do feel that there is still a place, especially nowadays when they're bringing out the RBA section with them as well, so people don't have to just buy the stock coils. What they can do is they can actually go and do little tiny builds themselves, 4 or 5 rats.
That's how I started, because I started with the stock coil stuff, and then I got, was it the UL Crown V2, and you got a little rebuildable RBA head with it? And I did my first ever build on one of those, and screwed it up completely. But it was just interesting to know that you can have a go, but still have your stock coil there if you need it.
I think what the manufacturers need to click onto is the word pod repels sub-owners. The people, someone said it in this video last week when I was talking about the drags, the new PMP pod tank things. So no, all pods in bin. But the way you look at it, as I ain't got it with me, it's at shop, but the pod fits into put all together, it actually looks like a tank. And then you go, yeah, but it's a pod. But the only difference between a Vupu pod tank and something like Zenith by Anakin is the bottom screws on. That is the only difference, because the Zenith's got push and pull coils too. Yeah. So you want a thread that can break. I'd rather have the pod tank's £12. So to replace, someone said to me earlier, oh yeah, but if you drop it, pod's gonna go flying. So, well, it's far better than the pod go flying than it break your glass. You know what I mean? So I think people at this stage need to start looking past the name. But having said that, Wismex just brought out the R40. And the R40, I was looking for the website trying to find out what they classed it as. And there's only one reference, and it's in small writing. It says pod mod. Nowhere else on the website does it class it as a pod mod. And I thought, you've clicked on, you know that people are repelled by the pod word.
Yeah.
So I think there's a big thing. I'm not saying people need to big up. I do think we're moving towards a transition where there's a very fine line between the pod with an adapter and the tank. Because the PMP coils are awesome. I mean, they go up to 80 watts now.
I never got to review them, but I think you and Gaz did, was the from Vupu with the Drag X and the Drag something else, was it?
Drag X.
Yeah, that.
There's things that I've heard about them, and people have told me how fantastic they are. They're really good, great flavour.
Yeah.
See, it's only recently they've brought out the coil that goes up to 80 watts. And that's what I'm saying. If you put the adapter with it, which the new Argus comes with, then you have got a tank. The only, very, very only difference is the pod fits in quite strongly by a circle plate magnet.
Yeah.
Rather than screwing in. So what is the actual difference? And like I said, if anything, it's better because you're less likely to smash the glass on it because it's not glass. So I don't know. It's all preference in it. Let's face it. Everyone's got a different preference.
I love my pods. I'll be honest with you. I love my pods. When I nipped to bed, instead of taking a big chunky mod, I have my pod. It's only milligram.
Sounds slightly the way I'm a little bit more old-fashioned. So I've got, the ever so pocket-friendly, twin 21.7 and 21.700 stable. But, I'm pottering around the house. A cheap and cheerful katana with a little MD on top of it. Just mouth to lung with a bit of...
Another one that's just come out, that is so light. The Vape Resto Nano, literally nice little tiny mod, isn't it?
A lot smaller than I thought, that Nano. Tiny.
The mod's pretty much 100% replicable as the original as well. I was amazed. I look at pictures going, cracking off here. The only thing I had to complain about that Gen Nano was the button scratched off in my pocket. And I thought, well, the mod's really durable. It's got this plastic coating on it, rubber coating on it, so it doesn't scratch and stuff. But the button's just not at the same quality as the mod is. But there you go. Might be me. I might be a bit too heavy-handed.
Yeah, I did watch you when you actually run over the Aegis that I dipped it in paint.
Yeah, I broke the Aegis Max. It's not fully broke; it still uses, but all mods, if you bang it, the batteries jolt, so it loses power. So if it's not one that automatically turns back on, you have to turn it back on. And it still works, but it's a little bit more sensitive to bangs because it's kind of squashed it out a little bit. Great. That's why I'm now on the Aegis, because I break everything.
Louise is good at that. Flat Cat, I'm so sorry we've interrupted you. Is that the deal?
No, that's the tech done.
Mate, thanks so much for all your effort, buddy. I do appreciate it. You take your time out to go and look for it. The thing is we talk about this all the time, and you sort of get down on it. Oh, it's pods, but the thing is, there's not that much more coming out.
I scroll through Instagram. I check out a lot of manufacturers' websites every week. I check on Facebook, on groups and stuff, and I find bits, and there's a lot of stuff I leave out because I think, well, that's not really that interesting. I do miss stuff. There's some weeks like, oh, damn it, how did I not see that? So there's stuff that gets missed, but yeah, I'll do my best.
Please, if you do see anything yourself that you've seen that's coming out that maybe Flat Cap hasn't, please just drop Flat Cap a message. He's more than happy if you help him along the way.
Yeah.
What should we do now, lads?
Well, it's 5-2, so we best go to deals.
I think we better hit them deals.
Thanks, Pam.
I expected a bumper, but we ain't got one, have we?
It's Charlie's deals of the week. Cha-ching.
Somebody let us down, not mentioning names, Aiden.
What we're going off there.
All right, let's get this screen shared. I've got quite a lot. And there is 3 or 4 quite high-end products in here, like this, the Death Trap 2 RDA by Death Wish. Usually £70 down to 34. But I banged it in anyway, purely because it's quite a big saving. So although it's not cheap, it is a cracking deal. It looks like it's got the guillotine type clamps in there, as I was looking earlier.
What size is it?
26, I believe, yeah. So 26 clamp post. Diameter 26.
Nice in copper.
Yeah. It's available in everything but brass, so.
Again, that's a decent saving, that, isn't it? 33.
Well, yeah, you're saving, what, just under 40 quid?
Yeah.
I think the next one's high end as well. Yeah, there you go. Another 30 quid one. Apocalypse Gear, RDA by Immortal Mods. I think that's quite a popular. I've never used one myself, but I've seen them around a lot.
Yeah, very popular.
And stuff.
Yeah.
I still think I messaged you too early there saying £30 for an RDA is not really much of a cheap RDA. But,
yeah, but some people do like the higher end of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I try my best to cater for everyone. I try and get pods and various stuff. But there you go. If you've been looking for one that is at your price range, it's now 30 quid on Evolution. Most people are going to know what that is, aren't they? So we'll just skip past.
Yeah.
Now, another high-end one, but this one's only 20 quid. It's the Exile RDA by Armageddon.
That's a good one, that one as well.
Good RDA, is that?
Yeah.
Again, available in every colour. There's the build deck for this. 25mm diameter. 3 millimeters post holes. Clamp style. I mean, that 20 quid, I think 20 quid's alright for an RDA regardless of the branding.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, next we've got the Fush. Now, this is more of a toy. I reviewed this when it came out, and I think he said Click sent it me. And it is alright for flavour, it is alright for vaping, but it's not the most durable, long-lasting thing. It is more of your vaping in a nightclub type thing. But down from 24 to 13 quid. There's only silver available, though.
There's an upgrade. I can't get my words out. What kind of evening we having? There's like an updated mesh coil for it as well now, a mesh pod. Apparently.
Yeah, this does say it's the upgraded version. I looked at that and thought, I ignored it because I thought there isn't an upgraded version of it. But that must be what it means, that it's got the upgraded coils in.
Yeah.
It says, introducing by Acron, upgraded version of the original Fush series.
I think Mama Vapes reviewed it, and I think she was saying about her coils didn't last very long either.
The originals weren't the best, apparently. Some people liked them, some people didn't get on with the flavour, but I think the updated one's a bit better.
Yeah, I think I had a moan about the actual coil, but like I said, that's why I say it's more like a toy. It's not right for going out and playing, and if you're not bothered, it's something that you're not bothered about if it gets broke.
A toy pod.
Oh, I got that for that RDA that were about 10 minutes ago. So there you go. That's the clamp on the Armageddon.
That's nice, that.
It is. I've never used one. I know where I've seen them all the time, but there's clones on Alibaba all over the place for about 3 quid.
Yeah.
There you go. We've got a pod mod by MechLife, the Rattel 80-watt pod system, down from 48 quid to 20.
I think
it's less than half price.
I think Mr. Devil Vapor reviewed that. I can't remember what his thoughts were on it though,
but I mean, come on.
I think it looks quite nice and neat.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a big pod fan, so I won't buy it. But 28 quid saving. It's 20 quid to buy. It's less than 50 price. It uses 18650 batteries. I believe it's just one battery. Yeah, one battery. 80 watts. 20 quid. You know what I mean? If pod mods are your thing, then dab in.
Yeah.
Onwards, upwards. Another bad way of this, if you haven't noticed, I've got tons of ideas. I don't know what's up with Evolution, but they seem to want to get rid of all the ideas.
You're just making up for my shoddy pod review, pod tech stuff. That's what it is.
That's
cheers,
what
buddy.
I do. I got your back, dude.
Yeah, cheers, buddy.
Victor Bannis is in from Cloud9. Nice to see you, buddy. Thank you very much for commenting.
He's fishing tonight.
He's fishing.
Mm.
Not wrong with that.
Overnight fishing job.
That's not bad.
The Acron 2 RDA. I've never used. Oh, never mind. I was thinking something else. I've never used this, to be fair.
$9.99.
Yeah, $9.99 down from 30 quid. So yeah, again, it's 60% off. Come on. There's lots of info. I read up on them all before I did this, apart from this one. It's one that's got the most info.
It looks quite skinny, doesn't it?
It is. That's what I'm looking for now, the diameter. But it doesn't seem to want to tell me anyway. Oh, 24 mil. So it's not as skinny as it looks. It must be quite tall then.
Yeah.
I have got, hopefully, the build deck. There you go.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like nice and easy to build on for someone looking for the first build.
Yeah, especially if you're using like a coily tool.
Yeah.
Top airflow.
MTL RDA. Now, this is what I was thinking of. I have never used an RDA. MTL. I've used an RTA. £5. See what I mean? You can't. Come on. I'm saving you guys like 99% today. Vandy Vape Berserker
as well is really, really good.
Yeah, it's very popular as well upon the MTL users. It's only got the rainbow one available. Sorry, guys. It's £5. Come on. Let's spray paint it or something. Don't do that. That's not good. But there's a Berserker. It's 18 mil, I think. But it has battery rings for 22 and 24, yeah. So happy days. Onwards and upwards to save time because it's 9 o'clock. Sageli Siebra E2 mod. £15 from £40, or £38 to be pedantic.
That's not bad at all, that.
80 watts, 0.05 to 3 ohm resistance, temperature control, variable wattage, variable voltage, 100 to 300 Celsius. Battery voltage from 1 to 75 takes a single 18650 battery.
I like the little face on it. The buttons and the USB port. It looks like a little face.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like some sort of Minecraft or Roblox type
Yeah, it does, yeah.
animation face, doesn't it? I'm just gonna sit and stare at this now. Carry on. The Rinko Mech Man. I believe I've used one of these, but that's from £30 to £11. £80 mod. I believe it's built in.
Single
18.
It's going through. Just 2 seconds, bro. Just while you're going that, ladies and gentlemen, the actual keyword is Cloud9. I've just put it in there. Go and stick it in there. That is for your own boy giveaway. We'll draw that straight away after this. Sorry, bro. Keep going.
18650 battery mod, 18 watt. It's a nice little tube. I've sold one of these, but I've never used them. And I can remember liking it when I got it out to show the person who was buying it. So happy days. But for £11, you know what I mean? You got an 80 watt single battery mod. Crack on. Onwards. Cool Vapor Stan. I wonder if it's inspired by Stan Lee by any chance. £50 down to £20.
They sort of jumped on the bandwagon with Vaptio, didn't they?
I remember seeing that at Expo, and it just made me laugh. I don't know how that was ever sold for £50 in the first place, but somebody's bought it.
I don't know. I quite like it. It's good for doing. Do you know that thing we keep trying to do? What is it? Encourage kids to vape. It's really good for that.
Exactly.
That was sarcasm, guys. We don't want to encourage kids to vape, just in case anyone wondering. Another high-end mod. You've got £210 with a mod and a tank, down to £80. And I banged that in.
That's good. That's a good chip in that.
I know for a kit, £80 is not cheap, but for a £210 kit, it's £80 damn cheap.
I love the name of that tank. Haku Taku. Haku Taku sub tank.
It sounds like 12 Monkeys liquid, doesn't
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Taku.
Come on, people, get that Cloud9 in.
The only problem with buying something at £210. Do you know when you buy a vape and it's not as good as you expected? You'd be furious if you bought that at £210 and it weren't as good as you expected, wouldn't you? A line through screen or something.
Has that got a funny little? It's got one of them little joystick jobbies, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is only a 24-hour deal, though, guys. So you will have to buy this tonight if you've wanting to buy it. I meant to mention that. And the next one's a 24-hour deal as well. £30 from £70. It's the V-Sticking 200 mod. 200 watt mod, not 200 mod watt.
200 mods what? I see a lot of people on Facebook with this mod. I absolutely love it.
It looks like one. I can't remember what it is. Someone were talking about it the other day. It's that one that's got a passcode and you can't get rid of it.
The coronavirus. The Sigeli Cronus.
Yes, that's the one. Dirt cheap mod. And it looks quite a bit like that. It's curved. Not exactly the same, but it looks similar, you know what I mean? Last one, onto New Vaping. Now, New Vaping's got quite a lot of good deals this week. It's still got the Aegis X in. But the one I chose this week was the Riot Salt because they're quite popular liquids, but they're quite expensive liquids, and they're offering you 5-10 ml nic salts for £7. So I thought that was
really good.
That is good.
Do you have a quick flick down? No, we haven't got any time left. But the U-Will Caliban Cocoa took my notice as well, down from £29 to £12.
They still got the Aegis X for £30 as well.
Yeah, it's down
Bargain.
here somewhere. Is that it? Yeah, Aegis X £30. Sorry. And then on to vapemill.co.uk, which is my store, which we do now because we're cool. We've got the N6 for anyone that's looking for a standard pod kit, down from 31 to 20. Hell Vape Dead Rabbit to keep all your rebuilds up at 32 to 21.50. Drag 2 Refresh, which I haven't looked into it much, but I'm pretty sure it's just the Drag 2 with the pod mod on top. But still, that's £44 down to £27. And then as liquids this week, Candy King 120ml short fill, down from £14.50 to £10.
I'll be finding that the Drag 2, that's the dual 18650. That's a bargain, £27, £27.50 for dual battery mod, brand new.
You can find that at vapemill.co.uk, people.
I thought the £44 were quite cheap as well, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, we're tiny. Hello, everyone.
Okay, your last chance. We're going to roll it, people, and the winner is for the Cloud9, and you get to, let me just tell you this as well, it's down to the casters. Our decision is absolute final. You are going to either win the Volume 2, the full range, either in the 50ml short fills or also in the nic salts, or you can have the Volume 3 range. Get in touch with littlebrovapes at gmail.com. This has nothing to do with YouTube. And also, the Own Boy stuff yet. We're rolling it, people. And the winner is the Vaping Pasty.
Pasty.
Well done, Vaping Pasty.
There's always controversy when Pasty wins.
Yeah, well, it was on your show, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. But Pasty put them straight. Said it's my prize.
I want to redo. Because I was doing deals, I didn't have a chance to enter. Come on.
Please get over to Cloud9. Get over to that Facebook group. They're a fantastic bunch of people. You're going to really enjoy being on there. Matt, you've been an absolute star, buddy. Thank you very much.
Mate. I've enjoyed it.
So sorry about the technical difficulties we had at the beginning. Big love for Flat Cap doing that for us. Say your goodbyes, Matt.
Well, as usual, everyone in chat, thank you so much. Spanners as well, doing a sterling job. Yeah, if you want to come over to Cloud9 Vapers UK, just click on the links that have been in the chat all night, or just come over and search for us on Facebook, and just make sure you tick to agree all the rules. And apart from that, I've had a wonderful time. Thank you very much. Cheers, Vapemill. Cheers, Flat Cap. Aiden, I'm sure I'll have a nervous breakdown at some point and message you.
Yeah, me too, bro. I'll be with you. Shitting internet. Vapemill, you've been an absolute star, buddy. The deals are absolutely fantastic. Can you say your goodbyes, please?
Matt, Flat Cap, little bro, it's been great. Bit rocky. But as views came back and stuff, so thank you all for bearing with us while we did that. As Aiden always says, you guys make it. You're the awesomest peoples in the world. Matt, you've been great. And thank you for bearing with us too.
I thought this is how it always goes, isn't it?
Not normally. We're quite normally pretty strict with it. Normally, it's pretty good.
I'm not dealing with this piss take. I'm going by. So yeah, dude, you've been awesome. I admire you for your job and for the group. Like I said, groups is something I've always wanted to do, but I ain't got the patience or anything else to do. So respect for both for your job and for that. Chat, Flat Cap, Aiden, it's been beautiful.
Flat Cap, you know how it goes, brother.
Yeah, Matt, lovely to get to know you a bit better, mate. It'd be really good to have you on. I reckon you should be on again sometime, mate, and we can catch up and talk a bit more, because something went wrong at the start. So thanks everyone in chat for being wonderful and lovely as always. Aiden, Harley, love you boys loads. Thanks so much. And Aiden, if you wouldn't mind, can I just quickly be a horrible pain and just very quickly spam this Saturday's show out, because it's for a good cause.
Dude, bang it, mate. Go for it.
So we've got the Saturday Night Vaporway. We're doing Vape Heads have been amazingly generous, and they've given us loads of stuff to give away prizes. All you got to do is donate. There's a Just Giving page to donate to cancer research. They're trying to raise £200. when you make a donation, and no matter how small or large, you entered into that giveaway. And there's also a live auction. There's a live auction. And Mr. Just Right One is on, so it's going to be a very, very interesting show. So yeah, if you can support the cause, I know it means a lot to the guys at Vapehead. So yeah, if you can, it'd be great if you come along. And I'll stop being a little promoter now.
No, mate, honestly, please get over there on the Saturday as well. Make sure you do get over there and support them. Absolutely fantastic. Again, please get over to Cloud9. Join it, and please, they're a fantastic bunch of people. They're not there to be spammed. Go and look after them. They're a lovely, nice bunch. Nice to see Victor in there as well. Big love to Pam all the way from Australia. She supports me loads. Big love to you. And everybody else. You all came back. Thank you for your week in, week out support of this show. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you for all the support. I'm so sorry again we had technical difficulties. It seems to be happening a little bit on YouTube and Potato Internet. We're going to be back next week. Same time, same back channel. Also, Jules Mama Vapes, happy birthday as well. I've missed that out. Big love to all the spanners. We love you all. And also the people who are on the catch-up. Go and check, put us a comment in and we'll give you a shout out next week. Big love to you all. Thank you so much, Flat Cap. Thank you so much, Vapemill. Matt, you're an absolute star. Good night from us, and I'm not pressing the button. Good night.
I think we're streaming all night.
I went to press the button then.
I've got the end stream button. I'm just going to stop
Good night.
it.